The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready up.
Now Hall to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Let's go now. Panther 11. Panther 11. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
On second down, a run with Hall. Dances by him.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
60 Vikings.
They'll run with Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and ran with it.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3-and-out and did just that.
So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
The Steelers at 8-3 now. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Go, Reed. Go.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Hall.
Oh, he sheds himself free. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here we go.
From the
Here we go.
23, here's 2nd and a couple.
Ready.
Here's Hall again. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Reed. Reed.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Breece Hall, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action, now Thompson Robinson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And going to Brooks is a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Thompson Robinson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there. And that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Steelers are going on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Browns defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
2nd quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Steady.
Hall ought to give up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Curtis. Well, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
3rd down from the gun, Thompson Robinson.
Escaping the pressure right. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Go, check. Go, check.
To throw on 3rd down, Curtis. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Here's Ward to return.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
81 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, it usually doesn't work very well, and we saw him that play. He'll run right through those attempted plays.
2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Hall again.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go.
2nd down and 4.
Unlock Lions. Unlock Lions.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Tag. Ready.
A give running right is Hall. To about the 26 here.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Rig alert. Rig alert.
They'll give to Hall.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Give to Hall running right.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. That one goes for 8 yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Hall.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. A handoff for Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Breece Hall
with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Thompson Robinson.
That is caught. It's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Red, yellow. Ready.
Throwing, Thompson Robinson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Sticking to the air, it's Thompson Robinson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Thompson Robinson now. Looking for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Browns, nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The
here we
Browns
go.
drive about to get started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Second and 2.
Let's go now.
2 yards to go, second down.
Striker, 3-3. Set, cut.
Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
And the Browns
Set,
first
ready.
down.
Cut.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Gain of 11 on the play.
First down, here's Thompson Robinson. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Second and 10.
Set, go.
Thompson Robinson throwing here. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40.
38.
A gain of 14.
Cut, cut.
First down.
Thompson Robinson off of play action. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That goes for a gain of 31. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Cut, cut.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Thompson Robinson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Ready?
Thompson Robinson will look to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
12, 10. Ready?
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown. Offensively, are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. They'll go again with Hall. Shifts past him at the 45. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Off play action. Curtis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready.
Williams a man in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is DTR. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they'll trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And quickly, they get to the line. 1st and 10, Thompson Robinson to throw. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
On the double.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Thompson Robinson here from the gun. Flush to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 157 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. They'll run here with Hall. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run. It's Hall. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Check smash. Check smash. Ready.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Hey, smash.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
Let's go.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return is Ward. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Thompson Robinson. He's up to the 20 as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. Now 2nd down and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Thompson Robinson. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
1st down, Cleveland.
Blue. White. White. Ready?
The DTR going to throw it here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Ready?
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Mike Williams with career touchdown number 70. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Browns 14.
So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
Ready up!
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this with Charles would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for the Steelers, they continue to make their case for the play.